Hello, welcome to this full moon, this super full moon in Aquarius. And I know maybe a lot of you have been feeling very, very emotionally turned up, or maybe struggling to understand just what the hell you're feeling. Maybe a few of you feel like you're at a crossroads and you're trying to see which way to go, get a little clarity. Well, stay tuned. We're about to get into it.
Nanyen sarabi neloni kanina, nanyen saraila neloni kanuna, inyalankala nema neloni kanuna, itimbiri nema neloni kanina, mamili dala sarankana wontorola dine, dinyen saraila, avion dala sarankana wontorola sine. Dinyen sarao ni wajine yankani foye iya fonyana biye kwale nyana biki sarana kwa ya makonoma ni waraba mako yankani foye jeli kanyana diyanange baby kwala makonoma ibadoninke ijanti yeredo.
Hey guys, Amina Hextall here, CEO of STEAM Holistic Arts, also known as the Dancing Intuit, also known as the Intuitive Therapist. And your guide, the Lightworker's Healer. If you're here, you're a light worker, and my purpose is to help you shift the energy within yourself and give you the confirmations and the clarity that you need, so you could get back into alignment, or at least maintain your alignment and connection to source energy, so you could do the work that you're supposed to be doing on this planet at this time. So let's get into it. Full moon. This is the full moon for August 1st, 2023. However, this reading, I would say, will have resonance probably for the whole first 2 weeks of August. I was going to say first week, but I was moved to say 2 weeks. So the first 2 weeks of August, you'll probably be feeling these vibrations of this moon because it's a super moon. Some people are like, what does that mean? Super moons it just means you'll really be able to see the moon clearly because it's a little closer to the earth as it's making its transit, Anyway, I want to give you some pointers, as I always do, for how to harness this energy a little better and what to expect. So, y'all already know full moons are a time, well, if you've been coming here, you know that full moons are a time of releasing and letting go. All right? Because what a full moon is going to do is it's going to illuminate. It's going to shine light into the dark. That means things that you kind of tried to overlook, push to the side, sweep under the carpet, those are going to be things that are going to be illuminated so that you can't act like you don't see it anymore. And as far as light workers are concerned, it's going to really be intense because by August, we are all shifting into an energy where your higher purpose is going to be calling if you're not already in it already. So everything that is in the way of that, everything that is holding you back from that is going to be illuminated so that you can't try to act like you don't see it anymore and you can cut it out of your life. Okay? So the things that you should know about this full moon in Aquarius, and I'm going to go through this as swiftly as I can so I could get to the general reading and then get you guys to your favorite part, the pick a card, the pick a pal. We're doing a pick a pal. And this is going to be a deep one today. I got every one of my astrological and moon cards. All of them are in the reading. I'm using 2 of them for the general, and then all the rest of them, that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 to 8 decks, okay? With 6 answers to questions that will really help you get clear and focused on how to move forward as you're moving into August. I am still going to do my zodiac sign shorts, what to expect for the month ahead. However, I think this reading today is really going to set the tone for what to expect going into August. All right. So, number 1, things you should know about this full moon in Aquarius. It's a time to reminisce, to look back and see how far you've grown. It's a time to really give yourself a pat on the back for becoming who you have become, because none of you are the same that you were last year, last month. Some of you did huge transformations and shifts in your energy just last week. So take a moment to really sit and acknowledge, like, I did that. Look where I am now. Okay, maybe some of you aren't where you want to be yet. But the objective is not to acknowledge not being where you want to be, because when you do that, what you're telling the universe is, I don't see it manifesting. I don't see it yet. It's not in my reality. And by doing that, your vibration is saying, I don't see it. I don't have, which is a form of lack. And as long as you're in a vibration of lack, that's what you're going to continue to experience and call in. So, look back. All of you that are here have done amazing shifts. And the majority of you that interact with me, I can attest for that you have come a long way from where you were when maybe you first started watching the videos here on this channel, before you joined one of my workshops, before you actually decided to really focus your energy on this journey, the spiritual journey. You have come a long way through a lot of shit. Okay? Acknowledge it. Celebrate. We don't do that enough, light workers. Once we make an accomplishment, we're already looking at the next thing. Like, yeah, I did that, but I want to do that next. When I do that, I'll be satisfied. And then when you get there, you're still like, okay, I did that, but when I do this, light workers. I'll do the same. I do this too. I have won awards where I was like, yeah, that was good, but if I get this award, then I'll be like happy. And then I'll go for it and I'll get the opportunity. And then I'm still looking at the next thing, never taking a moment to really say, you did that. So do that, okay? I had to stress that for some reason. Number 2, release the need to abide by people's expectations, even family. I want to get close for this. Stop worrying about the expectations of people, even if they are family. Do you? This full moon is going to be exposing to you ways that you are bending who you really are, not really walking the path that you're on the way you want to walk it, because you feel like either people are going to judge you, people expect you to be doing this, but really you want to do that, and for that reason you're stunting your growth, or you're stopping your flow forward. And this full moon is going to make it so that you can't do that anymore. You're going to find it very difficult to not do what you want to do because someone else expects you to do this or be this way. Okay, so get ready. Otherwise, just start stepping into your authentic truth now, so that you're not pushed into some kind of experience where it's chaotic and you just have to go off. Okay? That's usually the end result for people who are living through other people's expectations. Eventually you get sick of it and you end up spazzing on people. Don't let it get to that, okay? Number 3, passion's going to be really rising around this time, so be careful, okay? They are, see now, I'm not an astrologist, y'all don't see that in none of my hashtags. But I've always been into astrology, so I do know surface information. And I do research. I'm always learning. I'm a forever student. And so this one is talking about how I think Venus is like, the north and the south nodes are moving in a weird direction, like backwards or something. That's fate in your past. And they're moving into the zodiac signs of like Aries and Leo. This is what I was reading. I hope I'm saying it clearly enough and so that you understand. But what that means is that these two fire signs are going to be kind of making you feel very antsy, because when something is pulled back, think of a bow and arrow. When something's being pulled backwards and then it's released, it goes shooting forward. So you can feel that something's about to happen in your energy, especially Aries and Leos. You're going to be feeling antsy, anxious, something, or even extra horny for some of you. And that's because you could feel the momentum. So if you've been feeling like, I feel like I'm being stopped, and this is for everybody, I feel like I can't move forward, it's because you're about to propel forward at like really fast speed. And they're giving you some time to get adjusted and ready, okay? So don't push anything and rush into anything crazy because you feel like I'm not moving forward right now. What you're being told to do is to get your shit together. Okay, start getting yourself together, getting your things in order, how you want to do this, how you're going to do that. Make sure you are in order. Get into a Virgo vibe. Virgo energy will be very good right now. Get things in order. All right, and when things are in order and you go shooting forward, you'll be ready for everything that comes your way. All right, but just don't go rushing and pushing into anything because you'll be sorry. Okay. What else is this full moon showing us? Things to know about this full moon. Meditate. Every full moon, full moon, new moon, you should. And if you're a light worker, you really should try to do at least 5 minutes every day of meditating. But this full moon, it's very important that you meditate because it can create head and heart confusion. Okay? That is when your mind is telling you no, but your heart is telling you yes, or the other way around. And when you meditate, you get still, you go within, your intuition opens up because you're not in an energy of resisting anything from coming in that's light, and you get some guidance into the right direction. Rather than having your mind and your heart battling, like, I want to do this, but I feel like I should do this, but I don't feel like doing that, but my mind is saying I should do that. That's the stuff that keeps us up all night. So meditate, and that'll keep you grounded, and that'll help you with getting clear on what direction you want to go in. Moving into August, because it's going to be very important to know where you're headed. Okay. Last but not least, I wanted to give you guys a little idea of how this will be affecting certain signs. So I will tell you that Aries, Libra, Leos, you might be feeling it a lot more intense, especially Aries and Leos and Aquarius. Of course, it's a full moon in the sign of Aquarius. But what this means is you're really going to find at this time that there's a need for you to really look at the people around you, especially if you have any Aries energy or if you have Aries houses in your in your zodiac chart. So I couldn't get it out my head what it was. All right, if you have a lot of Leo in your chart, there's going to be a need to really choose you over other people. That brings me back to that stop needing to abide by people's expectations. Yeah, that's going to be really intense for you Leos and anybody who has Leo in their chart. And Libra energy is going to have you feeling like things are trying to distract you from what you want to do. Focus on what you want to do at this time. Let distractions go to the wayside. And that could be people wanting to kick it with you. That could be people wanting to start little petty stuff with you. Whatever could be distracting, don't focus on that. This is the time for you to really buckle down and get stuff done. Okay? And that's what I got for everybody. Just really, really listen to the general guidance, because that's really going to give you a real good idea of the vibe for the next 7 days and how you can use the energy to elevate. So let me move this out the way. Let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with my action cards. What is this going down my back? My hair? All right. And let's get a little vibe for this full moon. What is going to be the vibe? My own tribe of women in my workshop, Unleash Your Energy, which, mind you, is open to all genders. But I just seem to attract a lot of women. But I do want y'all to know all of my workshops are open to everyone, as long as you are age 18 plus. I am working on stuff for children, though, younger, but I would rather work with them in person. This workshop is virtual. However, those women ended up getting light. So let's see if that comes out again, or if this tribe's vibe is going to have a totally different energy for the full moon. So we got New Awakening. And 2 cards feel like they want to come out. And Learning. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is Communication. So let's go with New Awakening, guys. Didn't I say you're going to be finding that things that you haven't been looking at are going to be illuminated? Well, this is proof that you're going to be getting epiphanies and woken up to look at certain things, even just aspects of who you are. So we have keywords being action. So this is going to be a time to take action on things that you've been kind of like putting to the wayside. Purpose, moving into your higher purpose, seeing and discovering it. Beauty and calling. Beauty, just noticing the beauty, not just all around you, because they always say notice the beauty around you and don't focus on the negative, but that's also within. Notice the beauty you are as well. And your calling, just following what you are called to do. And I swear, I need to put a clip of that scene from The Never Ending Story, because whenever I see that light workers are like hesitant to go after their calling, it makes me think of that scene in The Never Ending Story that I probably use as an example a million times. So please forgive me if you've been here before and I use the same example. But the scene that I'm talking about, right, is at the end. It's towards the end of the movie. This is a childhood movie from like the freaking 80s, y'all. And there's a human boy, and he's reading this book. But through the book, he's on this journey with the main character. And it gets to the end where this imaginary land is falling apart. It's crumbling. And if you understand the undertone of the movie, which I didn't as a child, I just thought it was an amazing movie. The undertone of the movie, the meaning is that when you don't believe, if we don't believe in magic, then it can't exist. When you believe, then it can exist. So at this time, the belief was failing. Kids weren't reading books anymore. They weren't going on these imaginative adventures by reading. So these lands and these worlds and these stories were falling apart. But this one boy, he still read. He still was very much into delving into stories. And so by the end of the movie, they're looking for him to save this world. But because he is a human child at that, he does not see how he has any power. Like, how do I have the power to save everything? I'm just a kid, is what he keeps saying. And they're like yelling at him through the book he's reading. Say it, just do it, do what you know you've been dreaming to do. Like, you've always known that this was something you were going to be called to do, and now you have the chance and you're doubting yourself. And that is what I feel whenever I see us light workers like, I want to do that, but I don't know. Me? Can I do that? And if I do, like, will it be a big deal? How can I make a big difference? Like, and doubting yourself and not realizing that, yes, you you can make a huge change and shift in this world. You heard it first from me, if nobody else is telling you that. You can shift the vibration on this planet by having a talk with one person that possibly changes their life. And from that life you changed, they go and they share what they got from you with someone else who goes and shares what they got from them with someone else, which shows you how what you find to be insignificant can be monumental. And I'm sorry I went off on a tangent, but maybe Spirit is like, come on, like shaking us. Like, go. Okay, wake up. So anyway, the power thought, affirmation. I'm excellent at showing others that they are great. And yes, we are. But we also need to be excellent at acknowledging that we are great too. So I want to flip this affirmation. I'm excellent at showing others that they are great, as well as acknowledging my own greatness. I like that. Okay. Action you could take the next few days. Post a list of 3 things you love to do. Do it randomly. Because to me, doing random stuff shows you don't give a hell what people think about what you're doing. Say for example, you're on Facebook. Post 3 things you love to do. I love to blah, blah, and blah. People might be like, huh? Why is this posting? Why are they posting what they love to do those things? Okay. But then you get some people who will be like, oh, wow, me too. Yeah, I love to dance. I love to sing. I love to run. I love to, do math. Whoever the weird people are that love to do that. I'm joking with y'all. I suck at math. I'm an English major. Math, I was trying to avoid math my entire college life and forever if I could. But anyway, yeah, pretty much just do it. Do things and not care about what the reaction will be. The more you move into that vibration, the more things will come into you. The more Spirit will say, he or she is ready. And a newsflash, something you don't expect. You are fundamental to the success of a plan. And that could be the divine plan, or it could be someone else's plan. Something they want to bring into fruition. And you're going to find that you are what is the missing piece to make this thing amazing. All right. So they're telling me I don't need to read through all of these. I also see some spiritual growth too coming in for those of you who have not been focusing there. But with learning, you might find that you want to research more things. You want to go more in depth with things that maybe you've been learning, so that you can understand things and make more sense of this life, this world, and the stuff that you're spiritually being called to do and know. And this full moon energy is going to have you receive the resources that you need. So if you felt like I need answers but I don't know where to look, pay attention, because Spirit is like, we're showing the way. We're showing signs. We're showing you things that you could do and where you could go to learn and things like that, and where you need to be focusing your energy. So if you're ignoring these things, I can lead the light worker to water, but I can't make the light worker drink. So affirm, right now is the most powerful moment of my life. Right now is the most powerful moment of my life, because right now in this moment I can create my tomorrows. Right now in this moment I could create an amazing moment. Okay? So action to take this week: sign up for a course to advance your career or self-esteem. You should register for my 7-day free Your Ancestors Speak workshop if you ain't done that already, but you really should. It's really great. It's a great event. It's free. Why not? But anyway, if that's not for you, then find a course that will guide you in the direction of what you need to know at this time. Okay? And lastly, you're being guided on your path. Trust your own deep wisdom. You're being guided. Okay? And so trust this deep inner wisdom that's coming in, because you won't be steered in the wrong direction. Lastly, at the bottom of the deck, there will be a lot of communication under this full moon. It could be people coming back that want to reconcile, could be business. It looks like for a lot of you, it's going to be either people free. I see freedom. So it makes it seem like people freeing you from any responsibility that either you needed their forgiveness or they needed yours. It's like, I just see that happening. I also see for some of you communication, bringing you opportunities to travel and get into like adventurous type activities. And for others of you, I do see opportunities to work with people where you can do innovative things and grow, maybe grow personally or business wise. And affirm, I am present to life because life is a present. I am present to life because life is a present. I feel like all three of these affirmations, you could say them back to back to back. They all flow. Action, make a wish right now. What is your heart's desire? Make that wish right now. I'll make mine. I want to tell you guys, but Spirit told me, shh. But when my wish manifests, trust and believe, I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay? Because it's gonna manifest before September's over. All right. Newsflash. Expect a phone call or email. Your gifts are recognized. So some kind of recognition or opportunity is going to come by way of a phone call or an email or even a text message I'm also hearing, or DM. Like that's going to let you know people recognize you or see you. Maybe a promotion, maybe an opportunity offer, maybe an admirer. You never know. But stay open. Ooh. Look at that. I'm knocking things over. And that's me rushing because I'm trying to put stuff away at the same time instead of just wrapping up this segment and then putting it away. So that brings me back to don't rush nothing. Take your time. Okay? But anyway, stay open to what's coming in. People do see you. People do appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me. Light and love to you guys. I'll be right back with the general reading for the tribe. Okay, so I have rambled on so long with that the freaking action cards that I forgot to do. The moon cards for the tribe. And then I cut the segment as if they're two different segments, and they are not. This is all general for the tribe. So let's get into it. I want to give you an idea of the energy, the vibration of what's going on and how it will affect you. Okay? So these are moon cards, and they're going to tell me like different phases of the moon. Not necessarily the one that we're in, but it's going to let you know what it's going to feel like. You know, it might feel like it's a new moon when really it's a full moon. You know? So let's see. For the tribe, we have a waxing gibbous moon, which is bringing peaceful connections. All right? Why they made these words so small for people like me? So this phase of the moon is like towards the last phase of the moon. And as you get to the last day of the moon cycle, there's like a peace, a sense of peace that they are saying you feel. All right. The final day before the moon reaches full illumination. Okay. So this is like probably the energy we literally are in right now. That's crazy. The final day before the moon reaches full illumination. So there is a calm that radiates from our source as we reflect on the last 2 weeks. So you were already told there's a need to reminisce and reflect, okay? This is more confirmation. Witnessing where our dedication flourished and where our efforts were redirected for a greater purpose. That's what you need to be reflecting on. I'm going to say that again. You need to reflect on where our dedication flourished and where our efforts were redirected for a greater purpose, even if that purpose isn't quite apparent yet. All right? So this feels like the time, that peaceful time right before something big is about to manifest. So you might be feeling that. And the mantra for this energy is peace, 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 peace. Anyway, so hey, this is what you get when you deal with a dancing into it. I'm sorry. I sing a little bit too, but I'm probably gonna really be dancing a lot. All right, let me get you some more vibes. But that to me was spot on. How did we literally pick the card of, right before it goes into full illumination? Now, when I'm filming this, it's the day before the full moon. That's why I said that's the energy we're in right now. But depending on what time the moon is full on August 1st, you might be viewing this before it's actually full, and you might be in the same energy. Either way, for the tribe, this full moon's going to bring an energy of peace, like that energy I set up to pull back as you focus and prepare, and like the archer, and then you let go and you just let it flow. And I didn't mean to let my arms move that far because I did not shave my pitch, because I did not plan on dancing like that right now. This is a chill day for me. But anyway, so yeah, those of you who don't like that, please overlook it. Anyway, that's me and my vanity. Sorry, my ancestors are laughing with me. Okay, so let's see what else for the tribe. Can they expect the vibe to be? I love the vibe of peace, because I know a lot of you have been feeling kind of like, where is peace? I'm working, parenting, or I'm healing, and I don't feel like I'm doing it in a peaceful environment, or, around peaceful things and people. So to get this energy coming in is going to be nice for a few days. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of it. Chant peace, 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 and make sure you're in the vibration to bring that in for you. So we got, two cards are sticking together. We have Asteroids card, and this is Chiron coming through. This asteroid is named after Chiron the Centaur, a wounded healer in Greek mythology. In astrology, Chiron represents a deep wound in our souls and our attempts to heal or deny the pain. This wound can arise in relationships and mental health situations unless properly attended to. For those experiencing personal transits to their own natal Chiron, the universe wants you to process some psychological truths so that you can come out stronger. That's interesting. So you may find that past wounds are rising to the surface at this time that you need to deal with for the sake of your emotional and mental health, I feel. And any situations that weren't properly attended to at this time for the tribe are going to be rising to the surface. So any deep wounds in the soul are going to be doing their damnedest to try to heal at this time. I'm sorry, someone messaged me. And we have Jupiter. This is the card that stuck to it, and I love when I see the planet. I'm sorry, I'm showing you the wrong side. Jupiter. Why? Because Jupiter is a planet of luck. Jupiter is a planet of having faith and seeing that faith be rewarded. Jupiter is about your beliefs really manifesting. Jupiter is dope. It's dope, and it's about following your higher calling. So we've been talking about that has it been about 30 minutes now? So, and the card says exactly pretty much what I said. Jupiter represents luck, learning. We got the card of learning and growth. We are so in sync like tribe. This tribe here, y'all need to share it with people that you really feel like are of light. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're keeping this to yourself, that's kind of messed up. We need more light workers up in here to get this energy, this good energy that we all create when we come together. Anyway, all right. So it's also associated with long distance travel. I talked about adventure and traveling, higher education, philosophy, publishing, scholarly pursuits. So studying, going back to school, getting into workshops, getting a mentor, and also publishing if some of you are writing. This is a good time to think about that. Fairness and reason. So yes, forgiveness may be coming into play, and releasing that energy of holding resentment and stuff. So never want to stay put in the same place for long. Jupiter moves around, seeking knowledge in order to cultivate an understanding of life. Jupiter is also associated with gambling and may act on a whim to place a bet and then win big as a result of its lucky ability to gain success swiftly. Y'all seeing what's coming in? Swift success, maybe even at things that you just took a chance at and just had faith. Maybe I'll get this. So I feel good, like I'm lucky today. And you are going to manifest quickly. Okay, Jupiter changes zodiac signs every year and a half. And that was very much a dope reading for the tribe. I'm really excited for the month ahead for everyone. Now I'm going to get into this pick-a-pow reading and give you the clarity, more clarity that you seek. Hey! Welcome to your full moon in Aquarius reading, pick-a-pow, whatever. Okay, so the way this is working is you are going to choose your pal according to the top card and the die. Now, each of these dice were rolled and set to a certain, either the number of a house, a zodiac sign, or a planet. But when your pal is red, I will roll it again a second time, so you will get a second energy. So, excuse me, pal 1, this is your card. Excuse me, I'm feeling gassy. And this is your die, it's the number 7. Pal 2, this is your card. And your dice is the zodiac sign of Cancer. Hope you can see it right. And pile number 3, this is your card. And your dice is the planet Neptune. So let's take in a deep breath through our mouth so we can get grounded. In. And breathe out. Releasing any stress, any worry, any tension. And just opening up to being directed to the pal that's meant for you. And I will be right back with pal. Surprise! I'm going to start with pal 3 today. Ahaha. So if you were drawn to pal 3, you're going first today. Pal 2, you're going to stay second. And pal 1, you will be last. But if you were drawn to the number 1, this one is number 1. It's just being read last today. Because I feel like, when you pick pal 3, you're going last. Granted, there are timestamps. So, you know what? Because somebody made me do timestamps. And, I used to flip it all around, the order, just so that y'all didn't always have to wait. But someone did write me. I ain't going to say make me, because ain't nobody make me do nothing. But someone did request timestamps. So since I have timestamps, and technically pal 3, you can just go and click your link and go straight to your time. So I'm going to still do pal 1 first. So all of that for nothing. I'll be right back with pal number 1, which is this pal. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading. After all of that damn confusion with me saying 3's going first and 1's going last, and you ended up first anyway. So anyway, this is your card, and this is a special affirmation for you for this full moon. So you might want to recite this. I'm going to let me get an easel for this card because I don't want to get to that just yet. that's better. All right, so this card will be last. Sit over there, and you have the number 7. So right off back, you were attracted to the 7th house. The 7th house is the house of Libra. It's the house of balance. So maybe you are seeking to be married, seeking a partnership of some kind, or some kind of deal or partnership that requires signing a contract. Something where it's going to be equal balance of give and take. And I do feel like there's some kind of sacred union coming in for you. Number 7 gives me that energy of sacred. And so either there's a sacred career or job or contract that's coming for you that you're going to sign, and it's going to feel like what you've been called to do, or a marriage of some sort or proposal is coming from someone. Yeah. I really feel that for you. If not by the end of August, sometime in September, but I do feel marriages being big and partnerships, collaborations, and stuff that requires signing documents. Let's see what else you got. Ooh, look at this. My pink quartz heart fell down. So that's some confirmation for a few of you that this is going to be a love contract or partnership, and I'm going to leave that right there. You also have the 4th house. The 4th house, y'all, that's the house of Cancer, the sign Cancer, which is all about home and family. So many of you are moving into a sacred union, like a marriage of some kind. If that's not what you're doing, then for the others of you, what I feel is this full moon is going to be bringing a feeling of focusing on your roots, where maybe by returning to your hometown, or where you're ancestrally from, you're going to be able to make some kind of partnership with somebody and get some kind of collaboration or work going within the next few weeks. So think about that for some of y'all. A partnership with someone from your hometown or where you're from originally, really, really being something huge for you. Or for some of you, getting married. And maybe for some of you, both. Who knows? But that's the vibe for you right now, tribe. Okay, so let's see. How will you feel under the influence of this moon? Eclipse in Virgo. Not just so we need some of that Virgo energy. Didn't I say that earlier? Reorganization. You're going to be feeling like you are going to need to really get organized. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. So maybe you've been doing a lot of work and you're not really divvying out the responsibilities. Maybe you could be feeling a little overwhelmed at this time. But the full moon is going to get you to pause for a minute, or at least it's beckoning you to do that now and really reassess and reorganize things in your life. Like, I feel like my Power Ones, things are a little bit feeling like scattered energy or unorganized. When Virgo comes through, it's like time to analyze and really get things together. Okay, you got too much going on, or you're trying to do everything by yourself. All right, and we have resistance. So you're going to be feeling like persisting at this time. Yeah, you are growing. You have done a lot of work, and you are really growing at this time. And anything that feels like it's holding you back or standing in your way, you're going to feel like pushing forward and pushing through. And I do feel like you're going to be rewarded for this resilient energy, okay? But you'll probably feel a little bit more better about where you're headed if you get things in order and reorganize things. Okay, so what do you need to acknowledge that you've been ignoring? This is probably the most important thing at this time. What do you need to acknowledge that you've been ignoring? So we're going to start first with the Tarot. So Power 1, you have 8 of Pentacles, which is 8 of materials in this deck. So there is something up with when it comes to work and career, the Chariot, and Ten of Inspiration, Ten of Wands, exactly what I was feeling. You are doing everything. You are working very, very hard. I'm sorry, I just hit my head on this thing. Yeah, you're working very, very hard. And you feel like a lot of the work you're doing is not moving you forward as quickly as you want. But that's because you are doing too much. Look at all of this you got lined up here. And you're trying to give from this one bowl to all of these down here. It's not enough. So yeah, you're going to feel burnt out after some time. Okay? Be real. Full moon in Aquarius, Power Ones. So this full moon is really serious for you, like really intense, the energy. There is a need for you to be real. I'm not saying just with other people, because yeah, that's very important. With full moon in Aquarius, there's a need for you to really be you and unapologetically and do what it is you feel inspired to do. Maybe you're doing a little bit of 100 different things because you feel like some of these things you have to do, or you're supposed to be doing, or people expect you to do. And they're saying be real, but also be real with yourself. You are doing too much, and your work is great, and you would be moving forward a lot faster if you weren't doing so many things. You can't. Look how many horses she got behind her. How many things are you trying to pull forward, at one time? Look at your hands, all of the things you're working on. You really need, and this could be parenting included, and doing for other people, not just work and business. It's time for you to be real with yourself and with other people about what you can and cannot, or will and will not do, and really start to reorganize things so that you're not doing so much, because that's why nothing is being completed. You're not giving anything more than 20%, and you need to at least be giving 50% of your energy towards these things. Okay? You see here with Be Real, this person got one bowl and a huge resource of where they could get more water from. In fact, they're pouring water in to the water. Whereas here, this looks like you're out in a dry desert. You ain't got that much to give, but you're giving it all. Yeah, it's time for you to really reassess. You've been pushing and pushing and pushing through. Yes, you've made ground now. You are making ground. 2 + 5 is 7 too. So that number 7 was perfect for you. You got the Chariot, which is a number 7 too. So 777 for you, my Power Ones. There is a need for you to really meditate, stay spiritually grounded at this time. Don't get into your head, apparently, because my head has hit the stand that this camera's on like 2-3 times now. So I feel like that's a sign about get out of your head and, get it together. All right, you got the point. I don't want to ramble on, and I don't like to lecture. So what are you releasing at this time, or should you be letting go of? Because now that you can acknowledge you doing too much, what do you need to let go of? Maybe that's where you feel stumped. We have the Lovers reversed coming through. I don't take reversals with this deck usually, but I'm going to keep it in mind. The High Priestess. And the Tower. Wow, so it looks like you ain't gonna have to worry about releasing nothing. It's about to be released for you. Perhaps you took too long in waking up to what you needed to release, and now with the Tower here, there's something coming in. Your intuition is really, really good. This is like a psychic power here. However, when you can't see the way ahead, you do get a little worried. When they're saying to you, when Spirit is like, okay, you can't know that just yet. You don't really like that, Power Ones, and it tends to make you a little hesitant with moving forward. But you're very connected to the lunar cycles. Moon. You got a lot of moons showing up, in your read. So I do feel like this is a powerful time for you. With the Lovers coming through reverse, it has something to do with really making a choice about something you really love. Something that you intuitively have already been feeling like, I need to let go of. And this doesn't necessarily mean a lover. It could just mean something you really, really love. It could be something you do that you really, really love. Whatever the case may be, you already know what it is. And you need to let it go. And if you don't, something's going to happen that's going to shake it up anyway and get you moving. Okay, what else we got? So what big change is coming in for you at this time? Retrograde review. So at this time, the change you're getting is you're moving. You went backwards for a while. Like maybe you feel like you're not moving forward. I don't want to say you went backwards, because retrograde, really the planet isn't going backwards. It just appears that way. So maybe you were feeling like for a while that you have not been able to move forward. And this is a 6 and a 6. You're getting a lot of number synchronicity. 16. So another 666 showing up here. And 16 equals 7. So that's another 7. 7 and 6s across the board. Okay. But yeah, you might have felt like you were not moving forward, but that's because you were getting some time right now to review things, to really assess where you're moving forward to, and not to carry all these burdens with you. And that's a blessing. The change that's coming for you is that you're going to feel like you are propelling forward, but you are at this time possibly feeling as if you have been on pause, and it's been a blessing. It's given you an opportunity to really reassess and reorganize, and you're about to really shoot forward. You see, this looks like the doorway to something, and you're like moving slowly towards it after you've done felt like you came down all these damn steps, and there's still more steps and you feel like you're getting nowhere. Well, now this gateway is opening up for you, so you're gonna feel like all of a sudden there's movement quickly. All right, so how are you being assisted by Source at this time? So Source energy says you're getting assisted with the ending of a tough cycle. Full moon in Capricorn. This full moons are really a potent time for you, Power Ones, for change. Use it. Okay? So the end of a tough cycle approaches. You've been struggling. You've been feeling like, you're not moving forward. And it's coming to an end. There's something that is going to happen that is going to propel you forward towards your destiny. It's something that you intuitively kind of know, or what it is already, but you've been a little with the way this is shielding the face. It's like you don't want to see it, or you're scared. This hand here, when you raise the right hand in that way, when it's the right hand, it helps. It's a hand mudra for fearlessness. And I do feel like you're being pushed to be fearless at this time. You also have full moon in Leo. What are the odds? You have 3 full moons coming through. Oh my goodness. Don't let pride get in your way. And I feel like your pride and the pride of other people, don't let them get in your way. Do your thing. This is your time, Power Ones. This really feels like your time. But you're gonna end up really overwhelmed if you don't start to organize and put down some of these burdens. Okay? And you're being blessed. You have Ginseng, Magician. Wow. And you have Jupiter reaffirmed. Lucky, lucky, lucky pal here that you are. You also have Uranus coming through next to Jupiter, and Uranus is a planet of innovation and change, evolution as well, and it may also have stuff to do with technology. So maybe you're getting blessed with being seen more on social media, if that's what you do. For some of you, it's just going to be being a change maker at your career, at your job, or in your family. Being the innovator, the evolutionary one. But you're getting magician energy from Source. You're already a magician. You're getting the ability to bring things together. Perhaps all these million things you do and you want to bring with you, you're going to find a way to alchemize them, to make them one. And that's how you're going to move forward. You see this wheel here? It makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? That's how you're getting blessed at this time. Those are your blessings. That's how the Most High is helping you. It's bringing it into rough cycles that you've been going through. It's going to assist you with putting pride to the side, yours and the pride of others, possibly forgiving people who maybe are too proud to say, I'm sorry. And you are getting this help with manifesting what you want. And also know ginseng is an energy booster too. So you're getting some added energy where maybe you've been feeling tired lately and overburdened. You're getting some added energy. Wow. Okay, let me take this hat off. You know what? That's what's hitting the camera stand that's over me. I have this Rasta hat still on my head and the lid keeps going bok, bok. Okay, get this out of the way. So anyway, last but not least, what do you have to look forward to in August? Most of all, fire. So maybe you're a fire sign. You don't have to be, but I'm just saying. Confident, optimism, passion, and bravery. That's what you have to look forward to in August. You'll be feeling more confident. You will be in a more optimistic energy. There will be passion projects and passionate relationships that are going to be sparking your energy, and you're going to feel more brave to go forward towards what it is you want. You're getting a fire boost with the energy of the fire signs behind you. August will be a month of confidence, of making things happen that you've always dreamed, and of really, really settling in to your heart's passion on all levels. And that's what I got for you. Besides your affirmation, let me get to that. Now, no fire. I want you to be seen. All right, so let's shift these over, even though I'm about to wrap it up. All right. So last but not least, your affirmation here. Pretty card. It says, I shine my light outwards for all to see. Moon Goddess Diana. I shine my light outwards for all to see. That is exactly what is about to happen to you in August. As soon as you are real with yourself and put down and organize, or put down some of these burdens or all this stuff you're doing and really get reorganized, boom, amazing things coming in for you, my pal ones. I hope this resonated with you, because this was your full moon reading. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and click the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. Read the description in depth. You will see how you can suggest readings, topics to me, how to set up a personal reading with me, and also how you can travel with me on the retreat to BOGNESSA in Guinea in 2024, or to join my free 7-day workshop. And on that note, my lovely light workers, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. And I'll be back with pal number 2 later. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading. All right, so you're drawn to this pretty card here. Lord, I love all of these cards. I don't know what I would choose if I were you guys, like what pile I would choose, or if I would just sit and claim them all. And also you have, what was this? Oh, the zodiac sign of Cancer. So what I will tell you with the zodiac sign of Cancer, that means you are in the vibration of home and family and parenting. You may want to check out Pile 1, because when I did roll the dice that they had, it rolled into the 4th house, which is the house of Cancer. So the house of the zodiac sign Cancer, which is all about home and family, parenting, or your parents, getting in connection with your ancestry, your roots, and your home. So either you're going to feel moved at this time to move, to fix up the home that you live in, go back to your hometown to get some energy or to just connect to your roots, or even start a family, or really focus your energy on your family, or maybe work with homes, helping people get homes, and helping families and things like that. That is the vibration right now for you. So let's see what else. And that popped right up on there. This is the zodiac sign of Leo. So you're also getting told that children are going to be a big part as well of your. I'm stumbling because how did you get parent energy and then children next? But Leo doesn't just mean children. It also means pleasure. Things that are pleasurable to you, recreational for you, leisure time, games, creativity, having fun. All right. So you are being beckoned to do what is fun. Do what is relaxing. So maybe taking a vacation with family, going back to your hometown, revisiting your ancestral roots, doing something that creatively reflects on these things. Whatever the case may be, it is a time of fun and relaxation and family and child-heartedness. So let's see, how will you feel under the influence of this full moon in Aquarius? So you have moon in Scorpio, transformation. So you're going to feel like you're going through a huge shift, a change in your emotional life. Maybe you've been feeling very, very, very emotional lately as well. Okay. And you have protection. So we got 20 and 24 already starting to get synchronized with the 2 2s. But we'll see what else we got. So right now you might be feeling like you're going through a huge change and that you really need some love. I feel like you need some TLC. Maybe you feel like you're alone, but they want to show you here you're not alone. You're being carried. You have guides. You have spirit guides around you. Birds and butterflies are significant for you. So when a butterfly tries to grab your attention or a bird grabs your attention, it's intentional. Okay, look it up. See what that means. But I do see them as being signs that you are not alone, that you're being protected, and that you are covered. You're going through a huge transformation though. Whereas maybe emotionally, you held on to certain things that now you're going to be able to release, and you're being protected as you do it. So don't be afraid to let go of anything that will usher in a huge change for you. Okay. Oh, and when I see the nest, it makes me think of home. I do feel like for many of you, you are going to be traveling or moving, and maybe you're afraid. Maybe it's a big change for you, but you're being protected through it. So what else is this full moon bringing in? What do you need to acknowledge that you have been ignoring, that this full moon is going to say, looky here? So we have Page of Emotions, which is the Page of Cups. Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. And Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. Okay, wow. So what do you need to acknowledge that you've been ignoring, that this full moon is like, look at it? It has something to do with love. I do feel like with the Page of Emotions coming through, maybe you need to acknowledge that there are people or someone that really loves you, is what I'm feeling. Maybe they're young. Maybe the energy feels young. Maybe it feels too good to be true, is what I'm hearing. And also for some of you, I feel like there's a lot of people who love you because your heart is so big, and maybe you doubt that. But it does feel like There's someone who wants to express their love to you that maybe you are not acknowledging. There are two masculine but feminine energies here. So one that is very loyal and financially stable and able to create money and just a leader type energy. And then there's another energy here that is very honest, very straightforward, very wise, very funny. I don't know if these are two admirers of yours that you're overlooking and you need to acknowledge that they're there, or these are two things that you are into. One that uses your communication abilities, one that can bring in a lot of money, or maybe it's both. But whatever the case may be, it has a lot to do with your heart. So maybe what I'm getting for some of you is that you need to acknowledge that you're ignoring something that you're being called to do. It looks like something that will make you a lot of money, but you are afraid. Like maybe you doubt that it can manifest. I see here these people here dancing. Almost looks like they had blindfolds on. But it just feels like not knowing the way forward or what the future is going to hold is kind of what's keeping you from acknowledging that something you really love is calling to you. It's calling you forward. I do feel like also for some of you, you need to acknowledge that you are ignoring people that have been in your corner, people that are loyal to you, people who really love you. Okay. What else? And you have attend to the details. Last quarter moon in Virgo. So there is something that you are ignoring that really needs your attention. Maybe it could be a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship where you feel like you're giving a lot of yourself and you are unsure of whether or not you're doing the right thing or if this is going to be reciprocated ever. And maybe this is something that needs to be discussed. Or these roads, they just make me feel like there's somewhere you're supposed to be going. Something that your heart is guiding you to, but maybe it feels like you don't see where the road goes. It feels too good to be true. Maybe you feel like you're being foolish in your belief or your desire. And you need to attend to some details when it comes to whatever this is you're moving towards that is calling to your heart, and be, open about how you feel. I feel like your feelings are really important here. And maybe with this Muse of Voices energy, you've been smothering your voice and not really speaking out and saying how you feel about, I guess, maybe a financial situation that has you feeling, maybe like you're alone doing all the work in something. There's just a need for you to be honest with your emotions and open and really be clear is what I'm hearing. It's time to be clear. All right. What are you releasing at this time? Or should be releasing? Should you be letting go of? Okay, so you have the Hierophant. We have Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands. Whenever I see this card, it makes me think of domino desires, like what I use to teach people to manifest in my manifestation class. It's called the Domino Desire. Take the workshop, join my free 7-day workshop, and you'll hear it. You'll learn what that is and how to make it happen for you. And you have the World Cosmos. Wow. So what do you need to let go of? The idea that whatever you believe that goes against the grain, that is not traditional, is not worthy of you going after. There's something coming in for you. You're right on the brink of it, but it feels like you want to give up because it goes against the grain in some way. Maybe it's a different way of spirituality, a different way of doing things. Whatever the case may be, it causes you to want to just give up. But there's a new cycle beginning for you. This is a new world you're meant to step into. So what you need to release, or what you are letting go of at this time, is whatever constrained you, whatever made you feel like you had to hide who you really were, who you really are, whatever made you feel like you couldn't speak your truth, whatever shunned you for being different. You're letting that go, or those people go, and heading into a whole new energy where you're going to be more in sync with what is coming in and not feel so alone. All right. And what is coming in? What big change is coming in for you, my pal twos? You have debilitated discomfort. Wow. So you've been feeling very uncomfortable lately. Maybe you've been struggling a lot. I feel like maybe financially you've been feeling like you've been struggling. And to say what you really feel and been thinking, you've been struggling to really get that out to the people that need to hear it. And what's coming in for you with this full moon is that this discomfort that you've been experiencing is going away. You are moving into a more comfortable energy where you can feel more relaxed, have more time for play and recreation. It's like you're transitioning from overworking or overthinking to just making your moves forward, allowing transformations and transitions to just happen without forcing any and without holding, any back. Interesting. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. All right. So how are you being assisted by Source at this time? This full moon energy, you got prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So Source energy is helping you get your money up. Okay. Maybe, like I said, you've been feeling like you've been struggling financially. That's going to change. And you have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So the new moon next month is going to be important for you as well. It does feel like you're getting assistance with finally getting what is due to you. I do feel like you're a hard worker, and maybe you haven't been seeing the results or the rewards of your work, but that is what God is doing right now at this time. Going to assist you with getting some money that's going to really show you that what you've been doing is working. Okay, keep doing it. Don't give up. Ginkgo. Breakthrough. You're about to have a breakthrough, and that gives me Ace of Swords vibes here. So Source energy is stepping in to really assist you with getting your truth out. I also see Uranus is back again. So there is something about social media that's going to be important for you, or being an innovator. Maybe you're someone who really does things different from other people. For some of you, it feels like you're the black sheep in your family. Maybe your whole family goes to church and they're Christian and you're spiritual, and you don't claim a religion, or you claim a religion but you don't practice it the same way as the rest of your family or most people traditionally do. You're about to have a breakthrough where your truth is going to be the truth. And yeah, I also see the planet Mars here. So you're going to get some added energy from Source, a boost, like a physical energy as well. And if you've been horny, for some of you, you're going to get that satisfied as well. God is like, relax. I know maybe you've been feeling like a dry desert, but it's coming in. All right, you see things growing, the ginkgo growing. You're about to have a breakthrough. You're about to get the money that you wanted and that you need and that you've been working very hard for. But don't give up and don't give in is what I'm hearing. Don't give in to the discomfort of being not only just feeling like you've been struggling, but the discomfort of feeling like you are not the same as everyone else. Okay? You bringing in a whole new world. You're different. You're not supposed to be like everybody else. All right? And last but not least, what do you have to look forward to in August? Jupiter. Freaking Jupiter. Wow. Grow and expand. August is going to be an amazing month for you guys, you light workers. Next month, you're going to feel like you have grown so much. Your transformation is going to be evident. And I feel like not just to you, but to everyone that knows you. They're going to be like, you different. You changed. But you're going to be expanding your circle of friends, I'm hearing, as well. You may even find that by the end of this year, you have a whole new or different circle of friends, your soul tribe. But as you know, Jupiter is also about luck, but also not just luck, but also faith. You're going to realize that in August, your faith, your trust in following your destiny, your calling, is going to bring you great blessings. I also see travel for you and adventure, like just traveling and having an amazing experiences. Your higher calling is coming in August. If you're not already in your higher purpose, or if you're confused about what it is, August is going to make it clear. Now let's get to your affirmation. And it says, I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Eclipse. Yeah, eclipse that old mindset where you didn't find yourself worthy, and repeat this again. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. That's what I got for you, my pal twos. This is an amazing reading. I love it for you guys. Looking forward to August for you guys. Give this a thumbs up if you are too. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Remember to read the description if you want to find out how to join my free 7-day workshop, go on my retreat in January 2024, or even book a personal reading. Okay? On that note, I'm sending you lots of love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be right back with Pal 3. Later. Hey, Pal 3. I'm laughing because the energy today has been really great. I don't know. I feel good. I feel good. I knew that. No, I didn't know that I would, but I'm glad that I do. And I'm gonna shut up because I'm one of them people that be like, I be annoyed when they be singing and acting stupid in their videos, and then I be doing the same thing. So let me cut it out. Anyway, you were drawn to this card. So this is your affirmation card. I'll leave it for you last. And the planet Neptune. Neptune is a great planet because it's all about mystical energy, which we are in with this Aquarius full moon. The Neptune is going to inspire you to want to clear any illusions. Neptune makes you want the truth. So you may be questioning belief systems, things that you believed growing up. You might be questioning people if they're being honest with you, telling their truth, standing in their truths. You're going to find that maybe you're really able to see through truth and illusion very well at this time. You're going to be really, really having some intense dreams too that you should pay attention to. Keep a book by your bed so you can jot things down. And you're going to find that you're inspired. As inspiration's coming through, you need to have something around you where you can record these things. Okay. Also be careful, my Pal 3s. Neptune energy can trigger addictions. So be careful. Like where you want to have these deep experiences and astral experiences and stuff like that. Don't turn to substance abuse, don't turn to substances to do that, and just go within. You don't need to do all of that to really tap in and get through the matrix. Okay. Let's shake this up. Let's see what else we have for you. You also have the planet, what is this? Pluto. The planet of Pluto coming through. Wow, everybody really should have watched all 3 pals, because Pluto came through just now in pile 2. And pile 2 had Jupiter, which came through in pile 1. So everyone is piggybacking off of the next. But yeah. So you have a huge transformation. It's like a death and a rebirth happening for you right now, to the point where you are like completely changing. It almost feels like you are shifting things generationally. You're really moving your lineage forward by the changes you're making in your life that possibly have never been done and should have been done for centuries within your own family line, bloodline. So that's a deep thing to be having on your shoulders at this time. So maybe you're feeling a tad, I was going to say overwhelmed, but the word lost came. Maybe you feel lost, like you have all these inspiring thoughts and ideas and dreams and desires. And it's a real big difference from where you might have been, say, last year, or your mindset maybe a couple of months ago. However, maybe you're feeling like, I don't know where to go now, which way, now that my mind and my energy has shifted and my emotions have shifted and everything is changing and I'm rebirthing. Now, which way do I go? And this finger pointing, it almost makes me feel like you're being directed. Like you're going to get that guidance they're going to show you today. So how will you feel under the influence of this full moon in Aquarius? You have eclipse in Gemini, negotiation, rise to challenges as a new path opens. Now look at this, at a crossroads. Did not say feeling a little lost. So you're going to feel like there's a new way for you to go, but it does feel like you're unsure. It's like you've been going this one way for a long time. Things have always been this way. And now it's like, usually you would veer off this way and keep going, but there's another path now, a new one. And now it's like, which way do I go? And with negotiation and Gemini, it makes me feel like 2 aspects of yourself. Maybe one wants to go this way, one wants to go that way. And somewhere you have to find a medium and go the way that is new and that is challenging. Okay? Meaning it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. Also, you have self-reflection coming through. So at this time, you really are going to be reflecting on things. We have 7 showing up again. Oh, goodness. And then if you really want to go deep, 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 plus 1 is 8. So you got 8, 9, 7, 7, 8, 9. Like everything is in sync. Y'all are meant to be here and get this message today. 100%, whoever sees this. Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you believe that. Please write claiming this in the comments, or just comment period to let me know that y'all feel me. All right. Self-reflection at this time. You're going to be really looking at yourself. And I just heard the song Man in the Mirror. So maybe you should listen to it for inspiration. But you're going to be making a huge change in your life and reflecting on who you have become from who you were and where you want to go now. Okay. So that's the energy you're in right now. This full moon's going to have you really reflecting on who you have transformed into, who you have become, and which way you want to go further now on your path. So let's see, what do you need to acknowledge that you've been ignoring that this full moon is going to illuminate? We have the 9 of voices, which is the 9 of swords. You've been ignoring the fact that you are not resting, that you're in your head, overthinking, thinking too much, and not getting enough sleep. You're ignoring, we have 3 of materials, which is the 3 of pentacles. Maybe you're ignoring an opportunity. Okay, sorry about that. My camera shut off. I think my SD card filled up. But as I was saying, you're ignoring an opportunity to collaborate. Maybe you have a chance to work with people in some way, and it's almost like either you're afraid or you're like, I don't know if I'm ready. It's going to put you on a whole new path, a new direction. but there are people who are recognizing the stuff you have done and built and grown that are kindred spirits to you, that if you did join forces with them, you would get a lot more rest, because you would all work together as a team on something that is going to, like, I feel like, uplift you, like from out of this energy of feeling like you just can't rest. And you have the Hanged Muse. So you need to acknowledge the fact that you have been on pause. You felt like you were on pause for a while, not moving forward. Why? Because there were certain things you have to realize. See how she's hanging here and she's forced to look at these 3 of Pentacles and this 9 here. So it's like you need to acknowledge that you're not getting enough rest and that you need help. You need to also acknowledge that you are being recognized. That's something I feel like you don't acknowledge. Being that the Hanged Muse was reversed, it does feel like you're moving out of that energy now. So do realize now that you are being recognized for the changes you are making. Maybe you didn't always want to work with people or be around people, but now you're doing that, or you're more open to it. Or maybe you weren't sleeping good enough or taking care of your health, your mental health, and now you've been focusing more on that. So I do see you getting a boost in the third eye, like your inner knowing more increasing at this time, as you did take a moment to really stop and assess where you did need to do some changes. You have been doing some self-reflection. So this full moon energy has been getting you to do that, and that's good. What else? You need to acknowledge that you need to focus on the positive. New moon in Sagittarius. You need to acknowledge that you've been having a lot of negative thoughts. Okay, and we don't always want to acknowledge that, but yeah, you've been having a lot of negative thoughts. Maybe things weren't going your way. You felt stuck. You're in your head thinking. You don't know where to go. You just feel lost, and or how to move forward with something. And they're saying if you focus on the positive things around you, then everything else will fall into place. Pretty simple, but not so simple, but it is simple. Just focus on what is great and going great right now, and then what didn't seem so great, if it's meant for you, it will match that vibration, and if it's not, it will fall away. It has to be great to match a vibration that feels great. Okay? And what are you releasing at this time, or that you need to let go of that you're not, but you really need to? You got 9 of Materials. It did come through reverse. So it does feel like you're releasing the feeling of lack and moving into an energy of happiness and feeling content. So maybe your money is going to be changing, or maybe you're just shifting your energy so that it calls it in. But it does feel like leaving an energy of lack behind, and you're releasing that, or you should. You also have 2 of Emotions, which is the 2 of Cups. Wow. So this is something that is like your soulmate, your divine mate, your perfect match. It really makes me feel like you're releasing negative thinking, and maybe you were having negative thoughts around a relationship that really is meant for you. 6 of Inspiration, 6 of Wands. This is success and victory. So what you are releasing is the idea that you have failed, or you cannot achieve what you want. You cannot have the love that you want. You cannot have the money that you want. You're letting that go and realizing that you have been successful before, and you will be again, and you are in this very moment, in that you are here self-reflecting and doing the work and finding clarity and tapping in to your ancestors' energy as well as the energy of the divine. You are destined to be a success when it comes to finances and when it comes to a soulmate, divine mate like relationship. And that means this is a relationship that does not bring you pain at this time. It's what I'm hearing. If this is a relationship that's bringing you any pain, then you're going to be releasing it. If it's one that feels good, but there's been hardships at coming together, it's going to be successful. Don't worry. Okay? Get out of the energy of lack. That's what you need to release. The energy and the mindset that you don't have what you want. You don't have what you love. You're not where you want to be in life yet. Let that go, because you are right there. all of these are positive cards, but some of them were reversed, like you just don't see it. Okay. So how are you being assisted by Source at this time? I'm sorry, I skipped something. What big change is coming in for you? Here we go. The Sun. Wow, Source. Gives me the same vibe. Your solar plexus is really opening up. That's your confidence and your determination center right below the rib cage and above the belly button. Wear some yellow. It'll help to increase this energy. But you have your source of life coming through. The Sun. So the big change coming in for you under this full moon is you are going to feel very creatively open, very joy-filled. You're going to be feeling like things are beginning anew. New beginnings are coming in. You're going to be really feeling good about yourself. Maybe like your ego is going to get a real big boost. People are going to be recognizing you for something. Maybe it's the love relationship, or it just could be finances picking up. It looks like you getting back love that you sent out, or financial energy you sent out coming back in. Whatever the case may be, this is the center of your read at this time. So you're going to get a real big shift in your energy, in how you feel about yourself, how you create your work, whatever it is you do, and just your emotional happiness. Wow. Now let's see, how are you being assisted by Source at this time? Because that big change is great. Maybe you're going from really feeling like you were in the dark to finally coming into the light. Focus on the positive. All right, how's the divine assisting you at this time? You have hold your vision, fixed moon. God is helping you not lose focus. Hold your vision and go the way that makes you afraid, because you never went that way and it poses a challenge to you. That's the way you're supposed to go. And I am noticing a lot of nines here. We got another 9, a 9 over there. We got the 9 of materials. So when I see a lot of 9s, it gives me the energy of the ending of a cycle. Getting ready to go to the number 10, which you're going to start counting all over again back to the number 1. So hold your vision, because you are about to embark on something new, a new beginning. And you have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So there's that full moon energy coming through again. Just know that the source energy is assisting you with your vision coming into fruition. If you think you're going to fail, you will not fail. A win-win outcome is forecast. So no worries. Get out of your head. You're overthinking things, and just do. Just be free and do and go after what calls to you, because you're going to win. Go the way that looks challenging. That's the way to go. And you also have Dandelion, the wounded healer, coming through. Okay. Which is Chiron, I hear. The planet Chiron, or Chiron coming through, and Jupiter is back again. A lot of luck in this pile, in this group of light workers. Each pile had Jupiter show up in some way. When I see Dandelion, I feel like it's a wounded healer, because it can be used to heal and it is a medicinal plant. However, because people see it as a weed, it's often pulled up by the roots and discarded. And I think Source is assisting you with healing from that. Maybe you feel like you've often been looked at in that way, as something to be tossed to the side, something to be moved out the way, something that people did not want around. Maybe because you shine so bright, or you think differently, you go different routes about things. Well, Source is giving you some healing energy, and also giving you the luck and the guidance to become successful, and for people to see that you are actually a source of joy and light, and to attract in the light and repel those that want to dim it. Because I do feel like you struggle with that, with people wanting to dim your light. But there's a rainbow here. So there is something coming out of the storm. It's like something beautiful, a great blessing, a treasure. Geometric symbols, sacred geometric symbols are standing out for you, so you might want to learn them. I see the sacred flower. Also you have here why did it just go out of my head? That's crazy. And I have one. So, God, I'm so mad at myself. I was going to tell you guys what this is, and the name just went out my head. If by the time I'm editing I remember it, then you'll probably see it go across the top somewhere. Like, she's doofy. This is actually a whatchamacallit. But yeah, I freaking forgot. But that's also something you might want to look into getting the symbol of to wear in some way, shape, or form. It'll help you with healing from feelings of rejection, and it will assist you with also helping to be a healer in the world if that's what you're meant to be. But with source coming through, it feels that way. Last but not least, what do you have to look forward to in August? You have Gemini energy coming through. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. So next month is going to be about you communicating, talking with people, meeting new people, sharing your ideas, your beliefs, getting things in order for travel. Your intellect, though, is going to play a big part. So maybe you'll be traveling as a speaker. Maybe you'll be traveling to teach or talk, or perhaps your line of work, you have to talk to people a lot. Whatever the case may be, your intellect is going to be very important. So if you think you don't know enough about something, do the research. But it feels like they're confirming you do know enough about what it is you want to do to start networking and start trying to move down the path that you need to move down and collaborate with those you need to collaborate with. So these collaborations are coming in. Maybe you avoided them in the past. They're coming in August. You will be finding yourself working with other people, and it's going to be great. Looks like it's going to be great. It's going to be balanced, and you will not feel like overwhelmed. So here we go. Last but not least, and it says, I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. It almost makes you think of self-reflection and negotiating. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. So you can trust yourself. You're very smart, this pal. Very smart, intelligent people. And you don't jump into things. And if you did at one point, you won't anymore. Jump into things without assessing things, without really using discernment and your wisdom. You've been through a lot. Use those experiences to lead you forward. That's your wisdom bank. All those things you were angry about, saying this happened to me and this happened to me and this happened to me and not them and that, those things weren't happening to you. They were happening for you, because you're meant to be a source of light and love. What more can I say? You win-win forecasts. Hold your vision, pal 3, and go the road less traveled. That's what you're meant for. If this resonated in any way, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and click that bell to be notified whenever I upload. I probably will be uploading again my shorts for the month ahead for zodiac signs. This Friday is the premiere of my TV show called Sit With Me. And and on the 8th, I'll be putting up something for the 8/8 portal. Might be some other stuff in between that, some fun reads. We'll see. If you guys have any suggestions, please check out the description for how you can send those in, as well as book a personal reading, register for my free 7-day workshop called Your Ancestors Speak, and register for my retreat called BOGNESSA, Return to Guinea, West Africa 2024. And on that note, I'm sending y'all so much love and light and all that good stuff. I didn't even get to tell y'all peace and blessings. I'm so hyped. Anyway, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Later, y'all.